Hi there, this is Katrina Sawa, the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach with jumpstartyourmarketing.com. And I want to give you a special holiday business planning tip today, a quick tip. And it is the holidays, so happy holidays to all of you. And hopefully you're working on your big picture plan for 2012. You are plotting out things you want to do, new launches, new programs, new services, the amount of money you really want to make and how much more you want to make over last year. And you have some strategies in place on how you're going to accomplish that. A lot of that can be overwhelming. I understand. I have a lot of coaching clients and mastermind clients where one of the main things is they're so overwhelmed with all that they need to do, especially if they're coaching with me. I lay a lot on them of what needs to happen. Of course, I always show them how to systematize, automate, and delegate, right? But if you can't always do that, how do you structure your time? Because time management is one of the biggest killers of small business owners is they don't know how to manage their time well. Therefore, they don't do enough effective revenue generating activities in the course of a week in order to bring in the kind of sales that they want to do. So I call it calendarizing your life. Now, for some of you who aren't a big fan of structure, which is me. I'm not a big fan of structure, mind you. But every once in a while, I have to get a little bit more structured so I make sure I get the right things done. And so what I would encourage those of you who aren't a big fan of structure to do is to set a deadline. Commit to yourself for the next 30 days. Maybe it's 2 weeks, whatever it has to be, and commit to yourself to calendarizing your life for that time period. And for those of you who love structure, you're going to like this, okay? And so hopefully you're already doing some of this, but let me share some ideas on what I do with clients that are struggling with overwhelm and not being focused in their day-to-day. And then maybe it'll give you some ideas to transform your own structured calendar, okay? So what you want to do is the first thing you want to do is find a way that works for you. I use Google Calendar because I like being able to see it online. I can only see week by week or month by month. I can't really, I suppose I could. There's probably a year view on there, but I've never looked at it. But you can color coordinate things and put time stamps on them and block out really special times in the Google Calendar. And it goes to my phone as well. So I can change things on my phone and it goes to the computer and vice versa. So I really I've embraced the technology of Google Calendar, which I used to be a hand-held organizer calendar girl for the longest time up until about a year ago. So if you're still doing that, that's fine, but get whatever works for you. If you need a big wall calendar back up on your wall somehow where it lays out all the different months or however you're going to do that, find the way that works for you first, okay? And then what you want to do is sorry, I think my video might be a little off. Sorry, if I'm talking and you're seeing something different than the audio, I'm here to send you a message and it's just going to get out the way it is. That's just the way it is. I don't have time. So find the way that works for you. Then the first thing I want you to plot on your calendar and in the time slot that is the most effective for you is your self-care. Okay, not sales, not marketing, not clients. It's self-care and family time. Okay, so if you're a mom and you have kids in the afternoon, you need to chunk off that time if you need to do homework or shuttle them to and from soccer practice or whatever it is. You have to calendarize that time and make it okay. It's okay for you to spend that time with your kids. It's quality time, right? If you need a date night with your husband once a week or twice a week, put that on the calendar first. If you really want to start working out in the new year, then put that time on the calendar, okay? Whatever time that is. Now, if you're better doing that in the afternoon than in the morning, put it in the time slot that you know you'll be more likely to accomplish it, okay? Don't put it somewhere just because you think you have to do it in the morning. I'm not going to work out in the morning if you paid me to work out in the morning because I'm not awake yet, so I don't want to work out in the morning. So don't put it there if that's you, okay? So do the self-care first. Some of you might need to meditate. Some of you might need to go to yoga, whatever it is. Put your self-care and your family and your stuff on the calendar first. And the second thing you really want to put on the calendar is all your in-person networking events, okay? And the reason you want to do this is because you don't want to skip an opportunity that could be a local networking event where you could meet dozens of prospects or referral sources. So you have to put those on your calendar first. And don't let a client take that time slot, okay? Clients can go somewhere else in the day or in the week, but if you have like 1 or 2 networking events every week, don't put them on the calendar first. Make sure you attend them, because that is a very low cost or free marketing strategy that you need to keep in place. The one-on-one networking is still one of the biggest strategies I use for lead generation, okay? And so I highly still recommend it. So do that. Then any kinds of teleclasses or training calls that you might need, anything that you are doing in a program. Like right now I'm running a boot camp. It's every Monday at 3:00, right? In January, I'm launching a couple new programs, and I've already time slotted when I want to do them. Okay, so those are already blocked on my calendar. My radio show is already blocked on my calendar, things like that. So put those things in, okay? And then I want you to think, I had one client the other day who was going into the office 6 days a week, but she was taking clients whenever she could get them. She's an in-person healer type person. And I said, you don't have to do that. I mean, you really need to spend more time on your marketing and your sales and your development of your business. And she does that work best at home, not in the office. So I said, you need to block 2 days at home. And your clients will just have to come when you're in the office and not those other days. And she had a hard time swallowing that, but that is what you want to do. You want to do it. You need to be working on your business just like you need to be working in it. But the biggest mistake is thinking that you have to take clients whenever they want to come. And no, they're going to come to you. And if they're really serious about working with you, they're going to take this time slot that you offer. Okay. If you say this time, or this time, which one do you want? They're going to pick one. Okay. If you say, when do you want to come? And they say, I want to come on Saturday at 10 a.m. And you're like, well, I don't really work on Saturdays, but I guess I could come in for you because it's $100. No, don't do that. Okay, so just look at those things. So calendarizing yourself first, your family, any networking and lead generation opportunities, okay? Anything that you need structure around. There's going to be certain times, like this particular client wanted to really do more writing and marketing, and the best time for her was the morning before 11 a.m. So after her self-care, we plotted an hour or 2 hours to do that writing and really focused work on her business. The rest of the day was for appointments, okay? So if you're better at certain times of the day, block that time off that's the time you're going to work on your business. Don't put clients there, because then when are you going to work on your business, right? When you're too burnt out at the end of the day, or you can't even focus at the end of the day to write anything. And, so just really own that and have the confidence that the clients will come regardless, okay? You don't have to bend over backwards for them. They will see that you're a busy professional, and they will respect what you offer and when they can come in. And if they have to get off work early to come see you, then they have to get off work to come see you, okay? Or talk to you. So hopefully these kinds of things are helpful, and hopefully you can plot out and calendarize your life a little bit more in the coming month or two, and to see how much more productivity you can create, how much more you can be working in your business, how much more you can get done, how much more focused you're going to be when you have those specific time slots set up for actual tasks and projects to be completed. And I think you're going to feel better about yourself. You're not going to feel guilty about not getting stuff done. So I highly encourage you to try this out. And hopefully you have a happy holiday. For those of you who have been following me, I am doing a special big picture business planning session where we look at your website, everything about your website and your entire business and how it all flows together. And we do a big picture planning session on that with me one-on-one. And I have room for 14 more people. Okay, now you don't have to do that session with me before the end of December. We can do it in January, but you have to reserve your seat for that. You have to register for this by the end of December, because I'm not going to offer it in January. Okay. It's $197. This is why I'm only offering it in December, because I know people are planning and I want you to have the best year ever in 2012. And so it's going to help you to talk to me, because I'm going to outline things where you can make more money. I'm going to show you where you can save time and save money with your website, do more automation things, and how you can attract more clients automatically, and just a lot of different things that you can get out of this meeting. I guarantee you won't be unhappy. I'll even stake a money back guarantee on it. Okay. So go to jumpstartyourwebsite.net, jumpstartyourwebsite.net, to find out about that particular service. And again, it's only available through the end of December for the next 14 people. Okay. So hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful holiday and Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Take care.